Hi, my name is Susan Miller, and today I was just going to share with you the pencil pitch that I do on my team to help people learn the financial model of network marketing in Isogenics. And it's done through cash flow. And for me, I found a way to be able to share this financial model with people in about 5 to 7 minutes. So what I'm going to recommend is learn the pencil pitch, what I share with you, and then practice it every single day, 2 times a day with different people. Just ask them, would you mind if I share this with you? I'm just practicing until you've gotten it down, and then share it every single day, 2 to 3 times a day, and watch your business grow immensely. So here's the thing, when I'm talking to somebody about the financial opportunity, I ask them, are you open? Are you open to take a look at a financial opportunity? Can you give me 5-10 minutes for me to share with you a financial model that has changed my life and that of my children's? And if you are, I'm excited to explain it to you. And so that's all I do. Are you open? And then you wait to find out if they are. And if they are, I take out a piece of paper and I start to explain it. And this is how it works. Have you ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki, the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad? And if the answer is yes, then we can go further right away. And if it's no, I take a minute to explain to them that this is a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki who wrote a book talking about cash flow. And that's when I write it out, cash flow. And then I tell them that he used the financial model with real estate and explained to people how you could build something and continue to get paid on it residually. Well, he also wrote a book called The Business of the 21st Century. And that book was using the same cash flow model, but using network marketing in building networks. And I think you can agree that in today's day and age, having a network is really important. So let me explain to you how I explain it to them with the quadrants. And I draw an X here, it's just like a cross, and on the top left it says E for employee and S for self-employed. And on the right side it's B for big business and I for investors. Now I will recommend to any of you that are doing this model that you should read Cash Flow, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Business of the 21st Century. These are all his books and it will be helpful for you when you want to explain it. So what I'm doing is saying to them, if I can show you how cash flow works, on the left-hand side of this quadrant, you have the employee and the self-employed. And so what happens here is this represents 95% of our population, but only 5% of our wealth. This is all about exchanging time for money. And so myself, I started off my life as a hairdresser, exchanging time for money. I cut hair, I get paid. If I didn't get paid. And then I started to own my own business where I was self-employed, where I was responsible for my own business. I got a little bit more freedom here because I get to set my own stage of what I wanted to do with my life, but I still was exchanging time for money. Now on the right-hand side of the quadrant is big business. And what this represents, and your investor, this represents 5% of our population, but 95% of our wealth. I don't know about you, but I'd like to be on that right-hand side of the quadrant, wouldn't you? And so what I do now is I get a check close from that person. I'm asking them, I'm looking at them when I say, I don't know about you, but wouldn't you rather be on the right-hand side of that quadrant? And let them buy into what you're saying. And so I tell them that my company, Isogenics, also uses the cash flow quadrant model. And the way they do it is through building networks. And so we have the same model of exchanging time for money, which is linear income or leveraged income, which is where you're using a millionaire mindset of I'd rather receive 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Now, for the sake of this conversation, I don't explain this next step I'm going to tell you about only because it's irrelevant to these people at this time. But I want you to understand, just in our own financial model, that we have a customer acquisition model, which is our PIBs. Every time you bring somebody in, our company pays us. If you bring 2 people in the same week, they pay us double what that product introductory bonus is of the package that they choose that has one attached to it. Then we have a team building bonus, which is our RABs. And we even have a leadership bonus, guys, which is our pools. All of this stays on the left-hand side of the quadrant. So if your focus is here on the left-hand side of the quadrant and you don't develop a network that then builds a sustainable income, you're not in network marketing. So I tell people, until you're a manager, you're not even in network marketing, because it has to be your people's people building a network. So I do not explain this section right here. I'm just explaining that to you as new associates or associates with Isagenix so you understand. On the right-hand side, I do come back and say, you know how I told you 1% of 100 people's efforts instead of 100% of your own? Well, our company pays 6%. You're going to want to remember that. So then I flip it over and I start to talk about the exponential growth. Our business model is based on exponential growth of word of mouth. Now, word of mouth, I think you can agree, is the most credible and cost-effective way of bringing a product to market. Again, I'm doing another check close at this point to make sure people are listening and are on board with me. So now I'm talking about, have you ever seen a penny doubling? And if you do, what happens is on the 10th day of the month, it's $10. Now I start with 2 cents because I think of abundance. So 2 turns into 4, into 8, into 16, and by the 10th day of the month, it's $10. And on the 20th day of the month, it's 10,000. And by the 30th day of the month, it's 10 million. Guys, what this is a 100% compounding effect of your time and effort of sharing these products and this financial opportunity with people. And so now what I'm going to do is I want to show you how to be able to exponentially grow this network. Now, network marketing done right, and I always preface it by saying this because many people don't get it right, but when done right, we have 80% are our customers and 20% are our committed consumer coaches. Now here's the difference. A lot of people try to bring in their customers first, but the thing about customers is many of them don't have a desire to share the products. What they'll do is they might endorse it for you, they might get a great result, and maybe they'll bring in 1 or 2 people. That doesn't mean they want to build a business with you. Okay, I owned a cosmetic company, and I understood that my customer that I was cutting hair on, even though she might refer people to me, is never necessarily going to get up from that chair and get behind it and start cutting hair. Are you following me? We want to find people that actually want to be part of the financial model. And so what I suggest people do, and this is something I learned over 30 years ago in network marketing when I tell you that this is a skill set that is separate from your product or your company that you're representing. It's strictly teaching you how to build a financial model. And so in our company, we use the number 10. Why? Because 10 consultants in your company makes you an executive. And as an executive, you are at the top of the food chain, guys. You're getting paid on everything possible that's available to us as long as you sustain those 10 consultants, 5 on one side and 5 on the other. We're going to help you do that, but for the sake of this conversation, when I'm sharing this with the client, I don't go into too much detail there. I just want you to know that I tell people 10 is our number. And now what I teach my people to do is find your committed consumer coaches first. How do you do that? Are you open? Can I show you how the money works? Can I show you the Isagenix cash flow? Because it is incredible when done right. And so what I get here is my committed consumer coaches first. Now let me just preface this by saying that when you're talking to people, of course you're going to have no's, but those people hopefully become customers. And so I'm getting my customers by default, and I'm still building my 80% is going to be my consumer base, but I'm still looking for those people that want to build the business with me. So now what happens is I have 100 committed consumer coaches. What's the difference? They're literally looking to duplicate this financial model. So now they're going to go out, and now that we have 100 people that are looking to build the business, we're now going to go get our customers, guys. How exciting is that? Now all of these coaches are benefiting also from us bringing on our customers. Now you have 1,000 people in your network. 80% of your customers, 20% of your coaches. We're starting to build the business, right? And now what we do is we teach them how to use approximately 100 business volume worth of product a month. What does that cost you? About $150 to your door. I use a shake and a shot as an example. I think it's a simple way of introducing people to our products, and I'm looking for a sustainable consumer, someone that will use this every single day, hopefully for the rest of their lives, as opposed to someone that might be looking for a big transformation. I want that person too, don't get me wrong, but from the financial model, I'm just trying to teach how important it is to have people on a sustainable consumable product that they can replace having breakfast with our shakes. And then in the afternoon, maybe having our ionics. And so this is a way of us being able to sustain that energy. And so simply by replacing a shake and a shot and maybe a cleanser, a few other products that you might want, we're able to show people how to build a sustainable income because they're sustaining the use of our product. So what happens here is this is 100,000 business volume going through your network, even though you personally are only using approximately $150 worth of our products on a monthly basis. And granted, we want us to use as much as possible, but for the sake of this financial model, we're just teaching how it flows, the cash flow works. Now, remember that 6% I told you? That's $6,000. We will teach you how to strategically place this along the way. But guys, that $6,000 a month is residual, which equals $72,000 a year. But what's even more exciting is knowing that if you build this just one more generation of it, that you can build out an entire business center with Isagenix. And what that represents is $702,000 a year residual income. Once you build something this sustainable and everybody is on board with the financial model of it, the opportunity is endless, and you can build as many centers as you want. The reality is you just have to put the work in. You just have to understand our job description is to find people who want to build and share these amazing products with as many people as possible and build a very solid sales force that can bring our products in this company worldwide. So that's actually how I end it. Are you interested in knowing more? Because I want people to interact with me. What I just built was the money story of how cash flow works with the Isagenix financial model. Now, of course, we want our people to be using as much as our product as possible. But one of the biggest challenges that I think a lot of us have when we bring in our customer first, especially the customer that needs a transformation, is they need to be a customer for a while. They need to be able to maybe get 2 or 3 other people that want to do it with them, but they still need to go through the transformation. At the same time, there are people out there that our 5th solution, which is the financial opportunity solution within our model. Now let's just be clear, there are 5 solutions, 4 of them are product for a reason. Our product matters. You need to have product that is emotional, consumable, and have a result attached to it in a network marketing model so that it works. So that you use it every single day, day in and day out. You're going to use these products no matter what. I tell my people all the time, I am not building a worldwide business because I love these products. I'm building a worldwide business with Isagenix because they got the financial model right. They are the people in this industry, I truly believe this, that are the heroes of this industry. They saw what didn't work in many of the compensation structures of the past, and they edited and critiqued them until they got it right. And I'm here to tell you, they got it right. It's an amazing financial opportunity. And the more time you spend building an infrastructure of people that understand that from the very beginning, you're going to potentially recruit less people, maybe in the beginning, but you'll end up with a much larger network because of the 100% compounding effect of driving a line. In network marketing, it's a very important term. There are 2 ways that we build a business, either top down, which is through prospecting people for the financial opportunity, or through bottom up, which is prospecting people through the product. Both are very reliable ways of creating interest. It's just knowing your audience and what you think would most attract them from the very beginning. And so there is no financial opportunity, let me just be clear, without these amazing products. There just simply isn't. They're part of the financial model. They're just not the financial model itself. That's what I just showed you. So the reality is that driving a line is using the 100% compounding effect, where I can bring in 2 people, one on my left and one on my right, and then I can help drive these teams through other people. So what I do is I help people share. What is the partnership between a brand new person and a leader in the network marketing world? What I tell people all the time is our partnership is like this. You have all these people I don't know, and I have the expertise. I know how to do this, and we can do this together. So I'm going to help you show your people how to do it, and you're going to earn as you learn. There's no going to school to learn network marketing. I wish it was, maybe one day, but right now we're teaching you while you're earning. And that's the most exciting part. That's the left side of the quadrant, guys. That's your RABs and your PIBs and even your pools. Do something, get paid. Don't do something, don't get paid. But the exciting part of network marketing is when you drive the line. And so the way that I do that is someone comes to me, I say, bring me your 2 people and put them in front of me. Have them just say, listen, you need to meet my friend. Her story is unbelievable. And I'm going to tell them my product story, which I have one, and I'm going to tell them my business story if I have one, depending on who I'm talking to, right? And in both cases, the product is always brought through the story. But at the end of the day, it's just how you lead. Now, I'm going to tell them, once they brought those 2 people in, go find 2 more. And I'm going to help your 2 people on your behalf find their 2 people. Why? Because I have the expertise and you guys have this whole group of people that I don't know. And together, we're going to build through exponential growth of a 100% compounding effect. Drive the line. 1 person comes in, you get 2 people. I work with this person, then I'm working with this person, I'm working with that person, all while they're going out and bringing in more people. We're plugging them into a simple model of 1, 2, 3, kick the ball. You don't want to make this difficult. Why? Because difficult doesn't duplicate, guys. It just doesn't. It has to be that simple. Are you open? I need to introduce you to my friend. Your next step is to try the products. Done. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. So thank you for this time to sharing with you. I have such a passion for this industry, and one of the reasons why I came back into this industry was to help professionalize it. I was once in this industry when I was 27 years old, my husband and I. I was able to be part of a company that had massive growth, but unfortunately, even though I had large success, it didn't duplicate into my downline. I walked away from this industry for 15 years, and there's only one reason and one reason only I'm back. That's because Jim and Kathy Coover got it right. They really did. And today, I've been back in this business for 7 years. And as we built as a team, because there is no I in team, it is a collective effort. The 300th millionaire in our company, Amanda Ham, was the 9th millionaire on my team. Is that incredible? It is more exciting to me to see the growth in my downline than to see my own growth. But make no mistake about it, this second wave, this financial opportunity wave that is now, I'm back building all over again, because it is the most exciting time, not only to be in this company, but to be in this industry. Because it is time for this industry to come of age, and we are the company that is setting that stage. We're the ones that are getting it right. Thank you so much.